Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever it is where you are. We haven't done a live in a while. Things have been very busy, very active. And so we've been organizing and traveling and conferring, having more meetings, etc. In fact, we're on the road right now. We're on our way to another location for a further meeting. We have a special conference that we're headed to with a group of religious representatives from Western Romania, and it's at a monastery, and we'll try to give you some details of that as time goes on. We just want to, in the course of the past couple of weeks especially, things have been really dynamic. They've been really active, and some people are having a hard time, other people are feeling all kinds of energy, the wild energy that we've heard talked about, and we feel it too. I do personally. And the last full moon we had was incredibly powerful. And I know I don't even have to begin to detail it because everybody I've interacted with and talked to, and Andreas has, and have all spoken of it, that it was a gate. It was a gate. We have a number of important gates and passages and paths we're going to be approaching and entering as this year moves along. 2019 is a very important year for a lot of reasons, much more than just the Dracul or what's going on. I mean, in the world as a whole. Right now we're in a lot of traffic, and so I thought this is a perfect time to talk with everyone. There's not a lot of veering around going on and driving. We want to talk right now, especially with the power and the energy that's happening. People are changing, and they feel a lot of change coming up, and they feel a lot of strength and power, but it's very chaotic. There's a lot, and I'm not going to use the word chaos. It's not chaos. We're all creating our own paths, as well as walking along the road of divination of whatever spirits, gods, or whatever are influencing your lives and our lives. But we want to talk about honoring yourself. And this is important. It's like the old Shakespearean quote, honor thyself. It really is important for a lot of reasons. And a lot of the work that the Ordo Dracul is doing now, that we've, especially as 2019 came in, we knew we were going to be doing this. The Academy is wonderful. There's a lot of great work going on. Everybody is working really hard who's joined the Academy. And the rituals we're doing, the events we're doing and planning for this year, the schedule really is getting full of a lot of things that are going to be happening. But in this mix, how do you honor yourself? Why? Well, because honoring yourself brings about what you manifest and what you become. We all do. If you don't take the time and the effort at truly honoring yourself as you would want to, as an ideal, this ends up turning your path, and it ends up putting blockades in front of you, and there's all kinds of mess that end up appearing and coming up. One of the practices I heard a long time ago that I thought was really good, and it sounded really self-centered at first glance. It was a seminar speaker I was listening to during a weekend session. It was dealing with psychology. As a matter of fact, the psychology of group dynamics, which I'm not going to get into now. But this presenter, really great speaker, he speaks worldwide, he said everybody should make a personal shrine. Okay? And let me just take a moment to define that. And so, what kind of a personal shrine? He said everybody should take one wall of their library, their study, their house, some personal place. Everybody should take a piece of a wall, be it 4 foot by 5 foot, 6 foot, whatever. Make that your spot. Maybe near your altar, near your ceremony, your ritual place. Everybody should have a personal shrine, someplace where they hang the pictures of the most important people in their lives, a place where they put their awards, your diplomas, your certificates, You hang your special items that are powerful in ritual for yourself. You know, a place that you can go to when you're feeling down, depressed, when you're feeling empty, when you're feeling there's a lot of chaos. And you go to your personal shrine and you look at it and you sit and you use it to meditate upon. And it's not that you're telling yourself you're such the great I am. You're telling yourself you are a great I am. And this is self-support. And this is it creates a connection between you and the greater beyond that we all look to for help and support. Build a personal shrine. Consider this like a homework assignment for those who are in the academy. Others, you know, take it as you will. But it really is important. A small space, something where you can look that is yours. This is what I have accomplished. This is the work I've put into this, into my life. That's the personal shrine. That's a step. It's an important step in honoring yourself. You know, one of the things that we've noticed, and I'm guilty, everybody's guilty of this to some degree. Don't fear giving yourself the value you are just due in life and to the entire world. You're worth a hell of a lot more than you think you are. Many of you. Some are out there are very well connected with their self-worth, and they're really, you know, rocking on with life and with their mission and what they're doing. And that's fantastic. Stand up. Give everybody else motivation. Be there. Show yourselves. But to the greater world, I want to say, don't fear giving yourself the value you're due. You're worth a lot. Not just to yourself, but to others too. But like the old saying goes, if we don't honor ourselves best first, how can we possibly honor anyone else? I learned this important lesson a long time ago. And I'm truly living this now. It's part of how all of this emerged for us. You know, another part of this is that discounting. Everybody has, to some degree, the habit of discounting what they have and what they're worth to other people. And that's okay. Some people are in need. Some people don't have much. Some people don't have anything. And they're truly in need, and they need help, or they need connection. And, you know, absolutely give of yourself. We do. I mean, we've been accused by many people. They take and take and they never give. Well, they don't see what we give. Of course we give. But the other side of this is, if you treat yourself as a discount to yourself, you're never going to be able to truly give what you're just due and what you're worth to other people. Don't treat yourself as a discount. You're not a discount. And you're certainly not a discount to others. You get what you're worth. That's truly honoring yourself. You know, the important part about this is that when you stop discounting yourself, when you start really honoring yourself, when you start centering your mind and yourself on your true worth in life, this changes magic. This will change your magic. It changes your life. All of a sudden, things start changing. Things start emerging. All of a sudden, opportunities start coming in. And when you stop treating yourself like you're worth 50 cents, instead of treating yourself like the bar of platinum or the bar of gold, the shining vision that you really are, other people see this. They know this. When you treat yourself like you're just a discounted piece of afterwear, very few people are going to have any respect for you. They're going to view you with that self-view of being a discount. You're not a discount. Stop treating yourself that way. That's important in honoring yourself. You know, yes, this will change your magic. It'll change the power of your magic. But more importantly, it will change your inner sense of power. It'll change how you feel, how you present, how you talk. You know, suddenly people are going to be watching you and they're going to say, wow, hey, listen, wow, is she changed? Is he changed? He's really powerful now. She's really powerful now. They're standing taller. You're going to look 5, 6, 7 inches taller to people. when you really start valuing yourself, putting some punch into what you feel you're worth, that's when people are going to start noticing you. Look at all the great speakers in the world, the great ancient masters. I mean, I'm not going to name them, whoever you look to. This is why they're still talked about, because they had an inner sense of worth and power. This will infuse you with strength. It'll give you fortitude. In those times, those hard days, those hard weeks, those moments when you're really feeling down, this inner sense of self-worth will help motivate you and help keep you going. It does me. I'm lucky enough to have someone in my life who reminds me, in those moments that, hey, pick yourself up. Don't sit down and crying about your problems isn't going to get them solved. Get up. Get off your ass. Move yourself. Dig into the honor that you are. Don't sell yourself short. And that's the moral of all of this. Don't sell yourself short anymore. You're worth more than that. Meditate on this. Spend some time meditating on self-worth. Spend some time ritualizing on your feelings of personal honor. I've been talking a lot. In fact, I put up a couple of memes. I don't put up a lot of memes. When I put a meme out, like on Facebook, there's a reason for this. And I talked about honor recently. A personal sense of honor, is your greatest, it's the greatest edifice we could ever leave of ourselves. Forget the buildings, forget posters, whatever else, records or whatever, forget all that. The best edifice we can leave of ourselves is our sense of honor. Everybody's going to pick away at it. You're going to have critics. People, they're going to talk about you. Don't respond. Let them go. So, work on really touching on to this sense of honor, this personal sense of self-worth, and then let that manifest as this year progresses. Grab it, hold it, stick your claws into it. Don't ever let anybody take this away from you. Nobody has that power. This is the path of the Ordo Dracul. So, this is what we've been talking about lately, and now we're, like I said, we're on our way to another location with somebody pulling really close to us. And so we're on our way to a location, and so we've got more things emerging. Academy, fantastic. Keep the work up. We're there. We're going to be there. We'll always be there. And we'll be doing other lives. I apologize for the big gap between last live and this one. Like I said, there's been a lot going on. So, and now we got a car on fire ahead of us. And a truck. Oops, no, he's got a bad engine. Oh well. It's not us. Everybody have a fantastic day, a great evening, and have a good weekend. Our spirits are with you, and we ask you to be with us. Okay? Bye-bye.